Now, what is the concept of NSS? The overall concept of National Service Scheme is to provide an extension in the dimension to the higher education system. Now, why it is an extension? Because in our education system, we educate people regarding social services. Sharing is caring. First, you have to serve your nation, then you have to serve yourself. A person in front of you deserves better, so he has to be placed better, and you have to respect his dignity and all other things. But in practice, the what we call the value system was lacking. So NSS provide an extension in the dimension of higher education. The social services are the practical of those morals that we have learned in our schools and colleges. So it adds a dimension that now the students can practice to inculcate a sense of responsibility among themselves so that they can work for their community selflessly with a disciplined life and with a integrated mind, that is, no, everyone, vasudeva kutumbakam, that everyone is my family. If I do something from my for my family, I cannot feel or fill myself with ego and pride, because this is my family, I have to do it. So for general people, you have to think the same. That value system, that practice, that practical of these morals is inculcated by the NSS program, and therefore it is called another dimension of higher education system, and orient the youth to community service while they are studying in educational institutions. Means they will teach the youth how to understand the problem of your community, how to find the problem, understand its cause, and how to solve it. Now, not only know how to solve it, but you have to practically try to solve the problem using the machineries of the society and the NSS programs. The objective of NSS is to arouse the social conscience of students and to provide them an opportunity to work with the people in the villages and slums. That is pretty clear, that the objective of NSS to arouse the social conscience of the student. A student studying in a convent school may not know what is hunger. So to know what is hunger, what is what happens when people are living in an unclean place, you have to visit there, you have to see, you have to talk with the people. That lacking, you can say lag, that particular lag in the higher education system was lacking. That is again filled by this NSS program, and this is the basic objective of our NSS program. A general exposure to the reality of life can bring change in their social perception. That is what I have explained. What is the philosophy of NSS? The National Service Scheme is the real third dimension of higher education system, close to social reality and community concern. Developing a living link with the community by the institution of higher education can help in transferring the best in both the sides, which leads towards the prosperity of the mankind. Obviously there are some good in community, because many good things, good behavior, innocence, everything will find in the weaker section or the communities living in slums or villages. And again, the people who are living who are studying in higher education system, living among the elites, know how to use the tech, how to solve the problem. They know the basic machineries, how this basic machineries works. So there are good in both the sides. So when you connect this goodness, it become best, and we can work for the prosperity of mankind together, because NSS volunteers alone cannot do anything. They have to cooperate with the local people, local leaders, local panchayat leaders, local MLA, MPs. They have to talk with them, they have to understand the problem, they have to manage how to transfer the situation from a negative situation to a positive situation. So everything is possible when there is a living link between the campus and the community. Incorporating the youth and energy to work with communities not only help the community, but it develops a sense of values like discipline, dignity of labor. Dignity of labor means if someone is farming, someone has a job of someone has a job of plumber or something else, then that job does not define his dignity. Every job has its own dignity, so you have to respect that what he is doing. You have to respect him as a human. You can scold him, you can teach him, but you cannot forget that he is also the human. He is also earning for himself and for his family with a truthful manner. So you cannot insult him only because he is a plumber, only because he is a farmer, only because he is a rickshaw driver. You cannot insult him. So that sense, that dignity of labor must be there within you. The sense of sincerity and patriotism is also important to develop an overall picture which makes you a responsible citizen in the future. The National Service Scheme strives the youth to develop a positive attitude towards the community and commitment to work for the upliftment of the weaker sections and deprived people in the society. The National Service Scheme also creates a module to involve the student youth in the developmental process of the society, and at the same time imbibing the qualities like social consciousness, service to the people, and the sense of integrity. The selfless service, this selfless word you will hear many times in NSS program or in this subject also. The selfless service to the community during the natural calamities like earthquake, floods, pandemic, etc. are also commendable work done by NSS volunteers.